Hey guys, here's a recipe for dark chocolate that's healthy and going to help to boost your metabolism and kind of boost your metabolic rate. It's simply made of coconut oil, dark or just cocoa powder, raw cocoa powder if you can find it, and some sort of sweetener like liquid sweetener. I'm using maple syrup. You could use honey or liquid stevia or even molasses, etc. I already have the maple syrup, or excuse me, the coconut oil in here, and it's liquefied, so I've kind of warmed it up. And then to that I've added one vanilla bean that I just sliced down the middle, and then I scraped out the beans, so it's in there. So we're going to just whisk in the cocoa powder, and we're using equal parts, so you can change up the recipe for however much you'd like to make, but I'm doing about 2/3 a cup of each. So 2/3 cup of coconut oil, 2/3 cup of cocoa powder, and then 2/3 cup of maple syrup. We'll first get this really whisked in here together. Now, coconut oil is, it turns liquid at a very low temperature, like 72 degrees, and so we're going to need to refrigerate this quickly after we're done. And so actually we're going to throw it in the freezer to just really get it to harden up quickly. If you don't do that quickly enough, you may see your liquid sweetener kind of separate out, so we don't really want that. You can also add just a pinch of salt right now if you like, or wait, and at the end, once your chocolate has begun to solidify a little bit, you can bring it out of the freezer for a moment and then sprinkle on some either fleur de sel or some like Celtic sea salt, and that's a really great addition. And so that's what I'm going to do with this recipe. So I've got the chocolate all melted in, and I want to make sure it's all liquid and smooth, and my maple syrup is kind of chilly, and so it's going to start to cool down the chocolate. We want to kind of keep it mixing together. So I'm just going to scrape that in. This is just such a luscious and healthy alternative to a bar of chocolate, and it's really healthy for you. So you can use this as a dipping, like as to dip fruit, or even like little mini pretzels or nuts, but just keep in mind that you're going to need to keep this refrigerated after you've turned it into a bar. So it's already starting to thicken up because, as I said, my maple syrup is kind of cold, so that's good. That's going to help it to start to set up. So as you can see, I have here an 8 by 8 inch square baking dish, and it's lined with freezer paper. You could use parchment, that'd be great. And so I'm just going to pour in my chocolate, and we need to get it in the freezer. So pour it in, and then once you're done, once it's frozen, you're going to take it out of your freezer, and you're going to need to break it into chunks. It's not going to turn into like perfectly square bars, most likely. It's going to be just kind of rough chunks, and so but it doesn't matter whether it's a chunk or a square, it's going to taste wonderful. And again, you're not getting all that sugar and high fat cocoa butter. You're getting just the natural health benefits of that coconut oil that's really, again, like I said, going to help to boost your metabolism, because it's just a really healthy oil that's high in medium chain fatty acids, which makes it very unique. And then, as I hope I've expressed, cocoa itself, cocoa powder, is really also quite good for you, high in minerals and lots of vitamins. So it's chocolate can get a bad rap just because of the fat and sugar in milk chocolate or other chocolate bars. So you're nixing all of that stuff and making your own wonderful chocolate bars. So dark chocolate made out of equal parts coconut oil, cocoa powder, and a liquid sweetener. And then again, you can add in some vanilla bean, or feel free to just add a teaspoon of vanilla extract if you don't have these beans. And then again, a little pinch of salt would be good, or after it's set for a few minutes in your freezer, maybe pull it out and sprinkle on some fleur de sel or some just really pretty Celtic sea salt or Himalayan sea salt. That would be kind of a fun addition. So dark chocolate chunks, give it a try.